Hey Paul, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Hey, Poppy, I'm doing great. Thanks for the call.
So, like many people, the team is practicing social distancing at the minute, very unprecedented times with everything that's going on. What have you been up to and how have you been keeping busy?
Well, fortunately for us on the team, a lot of us have roommates, so we're not entirely alone during our social distancing. So I've been spending a lot of time with my roommates, Renico and Darian, learning what we like to do in our off time. Has been quite a bit of fun with each other. And then personally, I've been doing quite a bit of fishing. And my sister actually came into town right before quarantine got bad. And Seattle, where we're from, is one of the epicenters for the pandemic. And so she's still down here, and I've been spending a lot of good time with my sister. So I've been keeping busy. It's been nice.
Nice, nice. And I definitely want to get into the fishing because I've heard from several of your teammates that you are a bit of a fishing pro. But before we get to that, you're one of 8 new signings this season. Talk to us about your journey to the Battery.
So I've been working with this company called PSC since I was about 14 years old, doing combines and stuff. From one of the guys who works for him named Tom Taylor, and he said, "Hey, Paul, can you make it to Charleston tomorrow where there's a tryout?" And I said, "Absolutely, I'm on my way." And I was fortunate enough to make it through the tryout and join the team, and I'm pretty happy to be here. So great opportunity, and I couldn't ask for a better spot to start a pro career.
And you had a long run with preseason, 1 game under the team's belt now, 3 points from that game as well. What was it like for you during those couple of months, really getting to know your teammates and gelling with them on and off the pitch?
It was incredible. It was the professional game is certainly a lot different from the college game, and so it takes an adjustment period. And a lot of the guys on the team who played college ball and went through that same process were right there to remind those of us who are brand new to it. So it's an incredibly welcoming environment on this team, and everyone is there to push each other, especially us in the goalkeeper union, the goalkeeping department. We love making each other better every day. Because we know we carry that certain job on all of our shoulders, and we can do what we can to help each other. And everyone here is focused towards one goal, and that's bringing championships and wins to Charleston. We're very excited to get going when we're allowed to again.
And obviously on hold at the minute, uncharted territory, as we mentioned. How are you guys really keeping that team chemistry? And is there anything that the goalkeepers are doing specifically during this time?
Certainly. So we're doing Zoom workouts. We actually did one this morning before the call, and we get together, all of us on Zoom, and we'll go through workouts together. Everyone pick an exercise, including Coach Anhauser, Coach Wilson, Dusty, and we try and challenge each other while we're doing it. And that's a good way we stay in shape, and we supplement our individual work, running, going to the field as much as we can to practice on our own as well. And goalkeeper specifically, we've been staying in contact together. We stay on top of our game, sharp, and keeping each other accountable for when season comes, we're ready to go.
And luckily for you, you have a hobby that kind of fits into the social distancing rules. You absolutely love fishing. I've heard you've brought 2 kayaks since you've been down here. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm an absolute fishing fanatic. Back home in Washington, I'm a fishing guide for salmon, trout, and steelhead. So it's what I live for when I'm not playing soccer. You can almost always find me with a rod in my hands. And it's been awesome. AJ on the team, who's another big fisherman, took me down to the docks for the first time, kind of got me set up for this new style of fishing down here in Charleston, which is quite a bit different from home for sure. And since then, of course, I needed to go get a kayak to be able to explore some of the waters and get out there a little bit more of a ways. And then when my sister came into town, we tried to rent kayaks, but of course, with the coronavirus, we are trying to make sure we stay as safe as much as possible, and that includes maybe not using shared equipment. So we made sure to go find her an option that she can come out with me, and we can go explore some of the cool things about Charleston on the waterways, yet still keep our safe social distancing. So it's been awesome.
And I think everybody more than ever is enjoying their time outdoors during this time, and almost hard to think of things getting back to normality, but it will. And what is one of the things that you are most looking forward to when that happens, apart from being back out on the pitch, of course?
Yes, of course. I think all of us on the team would definitely say we're looking forward to getting back together, getting on the team on the pitch again, and really getting down to business and making sure we're fit for when our next challenger comes up, and that we are in our best shape and our best mindset possible. But above that, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the sites that have been closed since we've had this time off, including some of that makes it stand out as such an with all its rich history. And then on top of that, really getting to meet the people that make this soccer community down here so special. And one of the things about being a transplant from here is, I came here not knowing anyone, and so I've been thankful to meet a handful of people so far. Of course, the guys on the team as well. But getting to branch out and meet the people in the regiment, meet the people that love to come to games or watch us, and really get to know what makes the soccer community so special.
And you are roommates with Renico and Darian, two new players as well. What have you been filling this extra time with, and what has been some of your favorite things to do while you've been in the apartment?
We play a lot of card games. It's been a lot of fun to play some cards. We've been all trying to do our part in the team to keep our good social distancing. So whenever we go out, I have a car. And of course, whenever we go to the grocery store, if someone needs to come along, usually 3 or 4 of us will go together, hop in the car, and we'll go. But we try and really stay in less, groups of 2 or less, and do our part to keep 6 feet away from everyone. Be really adamant about our social distancing, which means stay in the apartment as much as we can. So one of the things Renico and I do is he's an incredible Jamaican cook. He loves to cook. I love to cook myself, so I'll swap him for some Pacific Northwest recipes like salmon or things like that. Or steak, stuff that I'm used to cooking, and then I'll wake up with stew chicken or oxtail or something like that the next evening. And it's been really cool to experience new cuisines with him and learn about a different style.
Well, you enjoy your cooking, enjoy your Zoom workouts, and stay safe. We cannot wait to see everybody back out on the pitch. Paul, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Poppy. I know we're all looking forward to here too on the team. Go Battery.